Dear Mr. President, Excellencies, it is my honor to address you today in the framework of the high-level segment of the 55th session of the UN Human Rights Council. The session takes place midst in a time where a multitude of crises challenges the enjoyment of human rights for a large part of the global population. Russia's aggression against Ukraine goes into its third year, and the suffering of the Ukrainian people continues. With the establishment of the Register of Damage, the Council of Europe has taken a critical first step towards ensuring accountability for the Russian aggression against Ukraine. The register is expected to commence the processing of claims early this spring. Liechtenstein will continue to support and promote this initiative as one of the priorities during our presidency of the Council of Europe Committee of Ministers. On the way forward, it remains of critical importance that the crime of aggression is investigated and prosecuted, and that all those responsible are held to account. There will be no peace without justice. The work undertaken by the UN Commission of Inquiry, the OSCE's Moscow Mechanism, and the International Criminal Court are critical to this end. Another human and humanitarian tragedy is unfolding in the occupied Palestinian territories. Liechtenstein has strongly condemned the heinous terrorist attacks on Israel by Hamas on the 7th October last year. We furthermore call for the immediate and unconditional release of all hostages, while we recall that all states have the right to defend themselves in accordance with international law. We are deeply concerned by Israel's siege of Gaza, many features of which do not appear to be consistent with international law, have grave humanitarian consequences, and constitute collective punishment. The large numbers of civilian casualties in Gaza, many of them children, are unacceptable. An immediate, durable and sustained humanitarian ceasefire and the granting of access to humanitarian organizations would be important in order to address the massive suffering of the civilian population and the rapidly increasing humanitarian needs. Furthermore, we are alarmed by the escalation of violence in the West Bank, resulting in a significant number of civilian casualties. In the long run, a two-state solution is the only way to a peaceful, stable, and sustainable solution for the region. Mr. President, in 2023, Liechtenstein has successfully concluded its fourth review under the UPR. More than 30 states recommended that we ratified the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. It is my honor to inform you that Liechtenstein has deposited its instruments of ratification on the 18th December last year, and that the convention came into force in January this year. During the upcoming 55th session of the Council, my delegation will be proud to present, together with Germany, Brazil, Austria and Mexico, a resolution aiming at the renewal of the mandate of the Special Rapporteur on the Right to Privacy. The mandate renewal is an important contribution to the debate on the role of human rights in the digital world. Mr. President, in view of challenges that we are facing collectively, such as the increase in armed conflicts, deteriorating human rights situations and climate change, the United Nations must provide for a robust framework that enables discussing and finding common approaches for these challenges. The current liquidity crisis of the UN and the underfunding of the human rights pillar unfortunately have a negative impact on organizations' ability to provide for that framework. Liechtenstein is among the states that pay the UN membership fees at the beginning of each year and is proud to be the highest per capita donor of voluntary contributions to the OHCHR. We are looking forward to a constructive and fruitful session of the Human Rights Council. Thank you very much.